why have I decided to teach now, publicly? I'm only 28, some people will say. I'm still kind of young. People will say, well, this person is still young, he still doesn't know much, why is he teaching? Well, the fact is that I could die at any time. I could die today, I could die tomorrow. I don't know when I'm going to die. So I'm not going to wait until I'm 90 years old and when I live through life, and then I'm going to comment on what I've learned or express what I've learned. I don't know when I'm going to live till. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to teach now. I'm going to teach what I know right now. I might not know as much as I can know in the future, but I know enough right now in order to teach what I've learned. And through that teaching, I can help others learn at a quicker rate or grow at a quicker rate. Because I wish that when I was young, somebody would come to me and teach me certain things so that I could progress faster. And that's all I'm doing. You know, it's like, you know, some people may think that because they're 20 years older than me, that they know more and there's nothing to learn from me. Well, if they want to think that way, they can think like that all they want. But that's the ego speaking. I'm telling you right now, truth and wisdom has nothing to do with age. It's just something that just is reality. And if you hear it and you see it, then you know. And it doesn't matter what age it's coming from, what mouth it's coming from. It doesn't matter if it's coming from a politician's mouth or the president's mouth or a celebrity's mouth, an athlete's mouth, or a homeless person's mouth. When truth is truth. Alright, and when you hear it and when you see it, you'll know that this is what's real. Okay, and basically, the people that need the help the most are the people that aren't really getting the help. The people that don't have much money. The people that are young and they're trying to understand life and nobody's telling them anything. You got teenagers who are trying to understand what sex is. They just went through puberty. They're going through puberty and they're trying to understand sex. They're trying to understand love. But nobody has the courage to teach them about it. They go to school and they learn about the history of America or some other science class or whatever, things that don't really have anything that has to do with their actual life. They want to understand these feelings that they're having when they're going through certain struggles in relationships. But nobody's even letting them know anything. Nobody even has the courage to teach them. So they're being misguided. Where they turn to pornography, they turn to these movies, they turn to music, they turn to the entertainment media to further get misguided. And these kids, these teenagers, don't have money to pay for lessons or teachings or lectures on subjects of which they need, they wish to learn from. So, what I'm trying to do is to reach out to them, try to teach them something that could help them understand life to a greater extent. I see, everything is so money oriented now. Everybody will only do certain things when they get paid. But the thing is, the people that need help the most don't even have money to pay. So the professionals that have a lot of knowledge and wisdom, they don't want to teach anybody unless they're getting paid. So then, the people that need the help, they don't have money. So what are they going to do? How are they going to learn? So I'm trying to reach out to the people that need the help. And like I said, I don't know when my time is up, so I'm going to express myself right now. And I'm learning as I grow. As I age, I'm learning more and more. And as I learn, I'm going to keep expressing. I'm going to keep sharing so that others can learn with me. I'm not going to wait until I'm 80 years old and then teach and say, hey, you know, this is what I've learned through my whole life. You know, in order for people to really connect and understand you, they're going to have to really feel that they are going through what you're going through. So I'm not a perfect person, but I've learned, I remember how I used to be as a teenager, and then I see how I am right now, and I see such what I've gone through, and through that journey I could teach people and show them, hey, you know, I used to be this way just like you as well. And now I see something a different way, and I want to share this different way of seeing so that you could see what I see. You know, so, you know, as a teenager, you're going to be different. If you learn to grow throughout life, you're going to keep progressing, and you're going to be different as a teenager than when you're close to 30. And if you keep growing, when you're 40, you'll be different. You'll see things from a higher state. And if you keep growing and growing, you're just going to get more and more wise. But the sad thing is, some people stop growing. They might be aging physically, but mentally, spiritually, they are still juveniles. You have 40-year-old people that still have minds of 12-year-olds, that have stunted growth, stunted intellectual growth. And as Immortal Technique says, he calls them intellectual midgets. Like, physically, if you see somebody who has stunted growth, you see the difference, and you see how he has stopped growing physically. But mentally, the same thing is going on with people out there. Physically, they might be fine, but mentally, they have stopped growing. So you have 40-year-olds that are thinking as if they have minds of 12-year-olds. So age really has nothing to do with wisdom. So people can look at me and say, hey, you know, this person's young, he probably doesn't know that much. But you got to see beyond the age. See that not every old person is wise, and see that not every young person is ignorant. You have to stop those stereotypes, stop that discrimination, and basically see the reality. If what somebody is saying, if there's truth to it, that is what matters. Just listen and stop focusing on stereotyping people. Don't think that just because a person wears a suit and tie that he's speaking truth, and that somebody has his shirt off doesn't know what he's talking about. You got to see beyond the outside. Okay? You got to see beyond it. Truth comes from any source. Even a toddler expresses more truth than a lot of adults. Animals express truth than a lot of adults. You have to see beyond the exterior, and then you will finally grow. Don't think that the only people that speak truth are the ones that have PhDs. That is a complete lie. Okay? Truth is just truth. PhD or no PhD, degree or no degree, truth is truth. And you have to learn to see it and identify it. Then you will grow.